Hello everybody, how are you all doing? So I'm a bit late. G'day Pedro, how are you today, bud? Hope you're good. Right, Convoy mode for ETS. Cheers. Beautiful coffee on a hot day. Not that hot, but apparently the record high for this day in history. Of course it is, because it's a present now, so it's got to be history, right? It's got to be hot. If it's hotter in the present, it's got to be hotter than the rest of history. God, I don't know. It's going to be like that today, is it? Probably. Anyway, we're going to do some trucking today, and as usual, I've got my comrade at arms here. I was about to say Smootho. It's going back a while. Corzi, g'day mate, how are you? I hope you can all hear him. Okay. Actually, I might need you to say something because I might not have set that up. I redid Windows yesterday because I've been having funny things happening. No, it's not working. Why is it not working? Because I haven't got it set to the right channel. Not that one. That one. That might work now.
Good evening for a third time, everybody.
There we go. The epitome of professionalism. As always. I'm just going to change a couple of things here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to change my preferred job length factor from 100 to 50. Like 50's all the way down, right? Halfway in between 75. There we go. Oh, okay, that'll do 70. I'm just going to make sure everything's all good. Yeah, I'm a bit behind the times today. Hence why I was late.
It happens.
Right, okay, we're in Munich. Currently. The place I haven't found yet. Even though I'm there right now, I still haven't found it. I'm that blind apparently, hence the glasses. Right? So, yeah. At a dealership of some sort. What we're going to do? Well, I was in the right thing for it. I'm going to do a World of Trucks delivery today. Oh yeah, yes I am. Let's see what we've got here. Where's it going? Oh. Well, that's a heck. What? Didn't I just think? No. Oh, I like that one. How long is that going to take? Yeah, nah, let's do that. I like that. And run this profile up. We're going right through places I've never been before. So I'm going to begin that delivery.
Oh, down into Italy.
Right, smidge out of it. Crashed early last night. Was up midnight to 4ish. Oh, back asleep and then up again 7ish. Mentally time is. Yeah, I know what that is.
Time to hit the road.
You get that weird feeling, eh? In your head. So I met it finally, as I'm leaving it decides to say, yeah, we found it for you. So let me begin with a little thing about ATS stream this week. ATS will be me starting for you guys normally, but ATS I'll be starting an hour early because we go to daylight savings on Sunday, I believe, on the 24th. So Patriot, you'll be 5 hours behind me. The current 4.
Right.
England will be 13 hours behind me. Not that it matters, because they're all asleep when I'm doing this anyway.
Right.
And Europe will be Oh, hang on, no, that's not true. That's not absolutely true. I'm pretty sure I got you right, Patrick, because you guys don't do daylight savings. So it's easy to calculate, but England, I think, will be 12 hours behind, because until they go to daylight savings, when they come out of daylight savings, then we'll be 13 hours difference. Yeah, I know the rest of Australia do. And same with Europe. They'll be, I think they're 14 hours, so they'll be 13 hours. Maybe it's the other way around, actually. No, it's the other way around, isn't it? They'll be 11 hours. I like how I've got that setting on this profile, but I don't have it on my ATS profile, which I've got to remember. I've got to go and re-look that up. I'm pretty sure it's on the message from you in Discord, Corzi, with the window camera thing.
Ready to roll.
So I've been having a weird thing yesterday, first time ever, and today, with ATS and ETS, my antivirus is picking up some weird thing to do with the Convoy. Saying there's a malicious sites, Trojan, all for different IPs, but all to do with trucking sub, which is really weird. I don't know why that is. The only thing I can come up with, which also makes no sense, is that I downloaded one mod that wasn't from Steam Workshop, but actually supposed to be. Actually, I got it from Trucking Mods. Trucking Mods is normally good. Which is an add-on by a mod. Well, for a mod I use that I got off Steam anyway, which is the Billboards, Gas and whatever it is, real companies, billboards and gas stations mod. And it's actually done by the same people. So, I don't know why it's happening. So I deleted it, and the thing is that I only got it for ATS because I don't use it in ETS. I only got it for ATS. Aggressive false positive maybe. Yeah. I don't know, because like I said, it's the first time, well, I only noticed it the first time yesterday. And again, it did it today, so my routine's the same, so I would assume that I would have picked it up before. Because it happened yesterday, and I've been having some weird things, like I've restarted my PC, and when it started up, my main monitor wouldn't work. The other two were, the main one wouldn't work, and then with yesterday as well, I had ATS that minimised itself while I was driving and ended up crashing. And yeah, some other weird things have been happening. So, and this, especially since I did a BIOS update. So I thought I'll redo Windows so everything's loaded in with all the BIOS updates and the ME firmware update or whatever it was that I did as well. And see how I go. So I did that last night. I believe that's the first time I've done Windows with my new hard drives, and boy was it so quick. It was done. Windows was loaded up and ready in 15 minutes. All was left to do was download everything, which didn't take that long. Except for some games. I downloaded all my Steam games last night. Oh, I'll stick to 80. So, and I downloaded my Call of Duty games just before I went live. Well, earlier this morning. So I don't know exactly what's going on. I need to get in the middle lane. As to why it's doing that. Hopefully it's not going to cause issues. Everything seems to be running smoothly at the moment, but that's the way this convoy mode normally goes. About 3 o'clock my time, you start getting the funny things happen with the traffic. So how am I looking for? All good for diesel. Everything's all good. Sitting back and cruising through Germany into Italy via a couple other countries whose names are escaping me at the moment because I have no clue. Maybe Austria, maybe Switzerland. No, Switzerland's probably too far, isn't it? You're getting the right lane.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Oh, I thought I was on the cruise control was on 80. It's on 81 because you were there on my map and now you're not. But you're actually not that far behind me.
Right here.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. And it's just really funny when I redo Windows. It happens every time. My graphic quality is better on the desktop and games. When I started up last night, because I went and I downloaded ATS first, and which is really weird because I also recently been having problems with well, the last couple of times I redid Windows with downloading ATS and ETS. They would connection. Well, last night ATS straight away connection disconnected. Retry, yes, fine, download. ETS, same thing. Steam Cloud error, which is what the main one I've been having with them, which I just redo and it's fine. So, I don't know. Maybe they're being infiltrated by an evil organization. And they haven't found out yet. I went in last night and made sure everything was there, made sure with the other profiles for the competition that the money's right, everything was there, everything just to make sure. And yeah, it was all there, but instantly, straight away, even the menu with the loading screens and that, it was so much better graphics. And I don't know why my graphics over time degrades in quality. But it does. Always noticed it on Call of Duty Black Ops with the when you're in the menu, waiting in the lobby screen. There's like orange sky and the loading screen and everything else like that while you're walking along, and it's real nice orange colour. It's a bit of a darkness to it, and then I know all of a sudden a little while longer later, further on down the track, go in there and it's all bright and it looks pale. It's not very nice. So yeah, I don't know why it does that at all. I have no clue. Almost went off the went off the motorway then. I thought we had to take this right.
I was waiting for you to.
Getting in the left lane, as the traffic's merging up in front of us here.
Alright.
This is nice around here.
Yeah, it is.
I suppose that's a bonus when we do convoy modes and
Which,
is that scales? Way stations and ETS since when? I'm bypassing it because I'm in the wrong lane. Not that it gave me any indication. I don't know. Is that not a function? Is that just acidic looking, or acidic, or whatever it is. I don't know. Who cares? Anyway, what was I saying? Words. Yes, as usual. What words? Nonsense. Yeah. So we covered the basis. What was I saying again? What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. One of the best things about doing the Convoy mode, apart from having Corzi with me, is that because we're not using the map mods, I'll be able to get to see a lot more of the countryside we don't tend to get to during the competition ones, because we've got so many options of places to go. Whoops. As I was saying while I was on mute, it's been a very, very long time since we've been into Italy, especially through this way. I mean, we've been to Italy a couple of times recently in ETS, but we've been going there from the Middle East, basically. So we come up from the south. It's been a long time since we've come down from the north. Oh, just look at this.
Appears that I haven't been on this stretch of the road ever.
Same with me. In this mode. Profile. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. What? What do you mean, no horn? I'm gonna go and fix that. Mary had a... No, let's not do that, eh? Let me not ruin a old nursery rhyme.
Keep left.
Oh, well, so yeah, I need to stop into a mechanics and get a some horns. Maybe I lost them when we took sound fixes off, which makes no sense because the horn should be still there. Well, the sound wouldn't be. Oh no, actually they would be. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Because they're part. Those horns are part of the mod. The mod's not there. Those horns aren't there. So I've got to get my horns back. Sound fixes, for those who don't remember, we had an issue where sound fixes and realistic rain. Of course, he had a bit of an issue with them, saying, even though he did have the same version as I had, saying that it was the incorrect version. Look at that. Lovely scenery. Let's have a look at it in widescreen crash cam. Let's look at it in stalker mode. Get the feeling you're getting followed by someone. Into the police song. You know, that song that people use at the weddings? Because they don't realise it's actually a song about one of Sting's fans stalking him. Every move you make. That one.
Yeah.
Keep left.
It's all beautiful around here, except for one little slight issue with the scenery. All the concrete. Pirate, mate, how are you? Did you stream today? I don't think I got a notification. I might have done. I've been so busy this morning. I just wasn't focused on other things. I was focused on the one thing I was doing. Being so busy flying around the cosmos, in No Man's Sky. Oh, you did? Okay. Actually, I'm pretty sure I didn't get a notification. Even in Discord, your Discord, well, it didn't tell me. Normally I do. In fact, my phone didn't tell me anyway. Yeah, I'm good. Anyway, I'm good. Yes, like I said. Doing okay. Enjoying the warm weather. Hottest day in history for today's date. Today, record high. Huge high of 18 degrees Celsius. Laugh away, Patreon.
Let's see.
So I got a second house. I don't know if I told you this, Pirate. I got a second, bought a second house in Starfield. I had my choice between a cheap house or a manor. I bought the manor, and what a waste of money that was. The home I got given at the beginning of the game is a mansion, basically. This manor's only like a kitchen and 2 rooms. So yeah. How much did it cost me again? 78,000 credits. I think it was. 78,000 credits for that place. Get in the left lane. And prepare to stop suddenly too. Yeah. Well, I haven't seen the other ones as of yet. I mean, I know there's a couple of suites you can buy on. Get the name of the cities. The city with the yeah, the city with all the water and the fishing company that I work for, making that drug for them. That illegal drug. I know there's one there, and I think there's a couple elsewhere, but yeah. This one I bought in, I also can't remember the name of the city. Starts with A, but I call it Cowboyville. It's like the Wild West, you know. Their version of sheriffs and marshals and... The place where, if you met him yet, part of one of the Constellation's members, Sam, and he's got his daughter. Yeah, that's it. That's the place. Yeah, I put it from there. Put it from the realtor who tends to think that my front porch is his office because he's always there when I walk out. You did the you did it yesterday, did you? Jeez, I did a mission. It made me think about you, Brian. I thought, oh boy, you're not going to like this mission at all. It is just non-stop shooting. Yeah, probably firefight. Probably like that, yeah. I say probably because I've never watched Firefly, but I have seen things about Firefly. Oh, you're rather impressed with your... really? Mine was shoot all the baddies. After I couldn't persuade them. Oh, okay, into the cave. Right. Actually, that's not that bad. That is not that bad. And that's me saying that, yes, I'm a first-person shooter game, I've always played a lot of them, but I'm playing with a controller and I cannot use controllers. I used to play Call of Duty a lot with a controller on the PlayStation because I didn't have a PC. Modern Warfare, actually, the first one. And the second one. But even then I wasn't good with the controller and I haven't touched a controller since. Until recently. And Starfield, when I play games that have anything to do with flying in space, I want a controller. I play with the controller regardless. A few others, well, Grand Theft Auto, I prefer a controller. Yeah, so my shooting isn't that good. But yeah, you'll get better at it. It's just practice. We were all crap at the beginning. Even the best in the world and Call of Duty and all that were all crap at the beginning. You just got to get used to it, that's all. Get the right guns and stuff like that. I've got some good equipment that helps me with my spaceships and that, but you're working on your bases. Yeah, I've got the houses. I'm just building up one main base where I've got everything being delivered to. Well, not everything. I've got silver. Silver was my first one I made. And I just put a base down because I wanted to figure out how it worked. And that was the first planet we went to. After the mining thing. We went that first planet when you first streamed. And I found a big silver field there. And I put that thing down for that. So I got silver coming out of the wazoo there. I haven't been there back for ages. And now I've got I've done a copper one, and I'm just doing ones which I'll probably end up deleting. I'm just getting copper because I need copper for building. I've got one that has aluminium and two other things including helium-3, so now I've got that coming in. And I'm having that transferred to the other places, so instead of using solar panels I've got the fuel generators. So I've got that one place, and that's my main base at the moment with the aluminium and the helium and something else, which you need for crafting start would be. And then I've got another one next door which has got the iron at the moment, but there's two resources there, I think. So I'm doing them bit by bit. Have I got my lights on? No. Where is the good place to sell mined resources? I don't think there is, to be honest. I think mainly your mining resources is similar to like Skyrim, is best for help you building stuff. And this is crafting, and Skyrim is for making weapons, mainly, and armor. For crafting the different things. I've got a fabricator now, which is automated making structure things. Literally I've got the setup, which has a bit of a bug to the cargo coming from one place to another. I've got the iron coming into my aluminium base. I've got a base set up there with a crew thing getting the left lane, Corzi. And I've got a crew there. I've got Sam there. I've got the other guy that was at the first level you were mining with. He's there, and I've got a little robot running around as well. And that's all I can have at the moment, I think, until I level up. And I've got living quarters there with a bedroom there, and I'm just in the middle's got all the benches, like the spacesuit workbench and industrial workbench, and then I'm just working on making a kitchen. I've got a big hub down which I'm going to make it a kitchen, dining room, recreation room, stuff like that, and then I'm going to have a separate science building and a separate medical building. And I just upgraded me a couple of things on my ship, so I've added a medical bay and bits and pieces. Did you talk to the Bill Gates nerd on Mars? Maybe. I don't know. So yeah, anyway, for the crafting, I mean, you can have all that and have them come in and that. I think with mission boards might give you delivery things. I've read something up about it because, as I was saying before and didn't finish, there's a bug with the cargo ship that, like, when I first did it and had the cargo coming in, landing and that, they were coming quite regularly to drop off iron for me, and then I send the helium over to the iron mine so I can fill up the fuel generator. Need to get in the airflow. And then they stopped working. They wouldn't come down. So apparently after a bit of research, it's a bug in the game, so you just need to quick save and then load it back in, which I did. Also, I think it has something to do with the amounts that you're how much cargo it can take, but I think it might be connected to your ship as well. So if your ship's hull is full, cargo bay is full, not hull, cargo bay is full, I think that also stops them from coming, which makes no sense because you're not using your ship to do the hauling. But yeah, all I did was I did a quick save and then restarted. So yeah, I don't know if I've been to Bill Gates. I think I did the mission on Mars, and then I've been back and done a couple more missions on Mars as well. But yeah, I think when it comes to all that material, since it's easy to make so much money, you're just better off buying it. You know, buying all the iron and everything you need to do the crafting. Which is pretty much what I did with Skyrim anyway. In Skyrim you can go and mine, but once you start making a certain amount of cash coming in, pretty much the same way I made it the same way as I do in Skyfield, because I've got a suit where it makes all the weapons way less, and I've got a helmet that makes, or a backpack that makes all the resources way less too. So everyone I take on and kill, I just grab their guns and I can just go sell. So I sell a whole pile of guns and make money quick. And there's I don't know if you've been there yet, the Red Mile I think it's called. It's this place where you do this run and people gamble on whether or not you survive and come back, and I think it's also timed, and if you do that you get about 3,000 credits. I did it once, got there and back easy. Because you got a barter, so they go up, that's what they're worth, but you remember it's just like real life. You got something that's worth something, it's $100, and you go sell it to a shop. That's the value of it. They're not going to pay $100 because they need to buy it at at a price where they can sell it on and make a profit from it. So that's why. So you just need to, if you want to get more money, you just need to, there'll be a skill level you have to up. Well, there is actually, because it's one of the ones I'm upping at the moment. That one I sort of missed because there was a whole bunch. I'll have to go back. Something about you building your bases now. I sort of bit of that pirate. Where is it? use my phone. Be easier so we're not tapping out. Something about this today about building bases and stuff. No, you've got a large ship and whatnot. How many ships have you got? Yeah, I've got the two. I got one for free. Just a starter ship. Yeah, I came across. Actually, it's right where one of my mines are now. I landed there for some reason, I don't know, maybe I was looking for that material, I don't know. But there was a landing area where I land, and then just a little further away was another landing area, and there was some space pirates there. I took them all out and I was able to take their ship, so that's the one I rock with now. It's that bigger cargo and stuff and higher. Actually, the weapons were a lot better. No missiles, but I added missiles onto it and stuff on the generator, but I had to up my generator. Well, no, I couldn't up my generator actually, because the one I've got that came with the ship is the most powerful one available to me at the moment. But I need a bigger one. But it was a lot quicker and everything. It was a great little ship. And I just added some other bits and pieces to it. Well, missiles for a start. And a better shield generator. A way better shield generator. Oh, okay. It would help if I was perhaps in 12th gear, eh? I was wondering why. I was like, why am I only doing 70 kilometers an hour with cruise control set at 80 and it being on because I'm in 9th gear? Have I got any diesel left? Now, I've been to a few places now, but not many in the whole grand scheme of things. If you want to see it, pirate room up and stuff, at some stage I'll probably jump in to Discord, which I have done a couple of times actually, and gone live during my afternoon, Thursday, Friday. If you're not streaming and you're around, quite welcome. If I'm up and in there, quite welcome to join and watch, and you can throw yours up there as well, and I can watch you while you watch me, something like that. Compare notes. Post it in your Discord and I'll check it out tonight or then tomorrow. Lost there. I go live in Discord. So I'm live at the time on Discord. Streaming live on Discord. So I'll be in one of the voice channels. I do it every now. So mostly I do it at night. Recently actually a bit more. I haven't done it for a long time, but it's been a couple of evenings I've jumped in and been playing Starfield, but literally the only person who'll be able to watch would have been Patreon, but now if it's the weekend and stuff, because that's just best time for Southern Hemisphere people. But a couple of times I've gone in my afternoon, which is, you know, you guys sort of evening, early evening, late evening. But because if it was recorded, hi Mike, I actually have to, by Twitch's rules, let you know, inform you that it's a rerun or pre-recorded. Yeah, do it like I do. Thing is normally I'm in the evening for a long time. My mate Doug Tooley, me and him, and normally and he'll be go live in there, or I'll be go live in there, and because we'll be playing together anyway. Whatever we're playing, 7 Days to Die, or Call of Duty, or No Man's Sky, stuff like that. But yeah, it goes in there quite a bit as well. But so I wasn't going to worry too much with my Discord being not that many people there. But I thought, you know, even now and then it is my Discord, I should poke my head in. Yeah, so, and afternoon's probably a good one. Because like most of you guys are from the US, of the Northern Hemisphere anyway, which is a better time slot. Yeah, I've seen you a few times in Fifth Chord, which is good. Just do it, mate. People that come watch, or the people that won't, doesn't really matter. You can still be playing the game anyway, if you're live or not. The Fifth Chord's a bit dead these days, isn't it? There's I don't think anyone goes on the farming sim multiplayer. Apart from me and Patrio, as admins, no one else is around. Mind you, there's just the three of us now, which is a bit silly, especially when the three that are there, one of them was too busy, Duck, he's too busy with his own thing, and I'm a little busy now doing other stuff. And the only one left is Patrio, and of course, the Fifth Chord is full of people from Europe and America. So if there is any problems on the on Fifth Chord during the main times, 3 admins are asleep. Yeah, I think even Panda's given up on doing things because no one turned up anymore. It's one of those things, Mike, you know, if Fifth would go in there, people would go in there. I mean, it was good at the beginning. All of us, so many of us. I stopped because the lag was just way too bad for me. No, Ryder's not an admin. No, he's just moderator. He was part of the MP admin, if we can call it that. There was 3 of them originally. Well, it was me and Smudo. We set it all up. Actually, both the multiplayer and Fifth Chord. But then it was at the beginning stage. It was too much to do both because the multiplayer was put a lot of time and effort, especially setting up maps and all that kind of stuff, and dealing with everything. So we got 3. We had Ryder, Lossing, and somebody else. I can't remember who else. Might have been Feedy actually. And for some reason it didn't work out well, having 3 people there or something. So we just ended up with Smudo taking charge of it, and then we got a new he went from being an admin to the MP multiplayer admin, and we got, I think it was you, Patrio, wasn't it? We got you in as admin, and then Smudo came back as admin, and Panda got asked if he wanted to become the multiplayer admin. He said yes, and he can't do it because of his family situation. I don't know what's going on with him. I've not seen or talked to Ryder for a long time because of the time differences. think more people like 19 than 22. I think it's the other way around, dude. I think more people like 22 than 19. Yeah, well, you're pretty much the most interactive person on Fifth Court at the time, Pedro. But you did say yes. To be honest, we were expecting you to say no. We just gave you the opportunity. We just thought, because you did say you had no interest in it, just would be the moderator. That took a bit of persuading to get you to be a moderator. I will admit, it was quite a shock when you said yes straight away. It was like, oh, okay, but it was yeah. No, I'm glad. Kind of point of view we needed was your way of looking at things. I think we need another one. We need someone who's in the Northern Hemisphere. Fifth family situation where you can't jump in that much at all. Oh, well, yeah. We're all doing live streams. Well, yeah, I mean, that's it. But, I mean, even if it wasn't that, he wouldn't do it anyway. Because he's not big with playing multiplayer. He's, you know, he likes to do things on his own. Even though he did enjoy, when we did the multiplayer live streams, he did enjoy that, but... Yeah, that was, yeah, I remember that Pedro. But yeah. No, just having three admins there. And two of them are hardly even there because we've got other things to do. Well, one's definitely never there. The other one is really there, checking on things. Admittedly, yeah, same with ducks, because I am on ducks as well. I'm really there checking on things because I've got so many things. I think I burnt myself out on it because I put so much effort into Frith's, building Frith's Discord, creating it, building it, working on it. And it's a really good Discord anyway, because, you know, we set everything in there for the just in case for the idiots that come along, but the amount of people in there, I don't know how many people in there, there's thousands in that Discord. It's just nothing, hardly anything, if anything goes wrong, or, you know, it's just a really good bunch of people in that community. Yeah, they were fun, those live streams, though, with Frith's live streams, the multiplayer. It's just a shame for him and for the community that he wasn't able to carry it on, especially so soon after starting. Because the situation when he stopped isn't as bad as the situation is for him now, so...
Keep right.
Mind you, I haven't caught up, maybe it's improved a little bit.
Exit right.
Oh, is that one that says you can't go through, or is that one I can go straight through? Alright. Oh, we only got an hour and 51 minutes to go. Been a nice drive, but it's just a shame it's been all during the night around this nice area, but we might be able to see it on the way back out.
Exit now.
For whatever cargo Corzi chooses next. But I haven't told him that he'll be choosing next.
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
Yeah, I think that's it, Patria. I mean, things move on, and that's why I wanted to keep fresh.
Exit now.
Seriously, truck. And I've mentioned to him a few times getting you. I've even said it's no point having me around anymore, but I mean, he was just basically, as long as there's admins there and they're online, that's all he needs. He's got options. Other people who are part of the community who've contributed to the community of their own free will deserve something back for it, eh? But I haven't talked to Fifth for a long time either. A very, very long time. Except leaving comments on his videos. Actually, I did message him the other day to see if he'd watched The Last of Us and Clarkson's Farm yet. How you doing back there, Corzi? You're okay?
Doing pretty good. Just relaxing and enjoying the ride.
Actually, going back to your comments, the pirates, if you're still there about watching videos, I've watched one video on stuff here, but I've been trying to avoid them because it's just trying to figure it out for myself. I have a loan? That's news to me. Why am I paying at 2:48 in the morning instead of midday as normal? Yeah, it's probably a good idea. No, we're getting an espresso and a spaghetti bolognese because we're in Italy. That's what they have for breakfast, isn't it? Spaghetti bolognese on toast. Run down to France and get Corzi a croissant. I knew what you mean when I saw croissant. Then I changed it to croissant.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
I think we're all good. Yeah, so I'll do another reminder if anyone's joined late. Hi. How's your weekend going? No, how's your Monday going? If you're on Monday. Because look, I missed that one stream. That one stream. See, that's I don't rely on actually looking at the calendar to see what the day is. I rely on the fact that if this is my third stream of the week, it must be Monday. No, because I missed the stream on Saturday, didn't I? It's Tuesday for me. Anyway, just to let you know, for this week's ATS stream on Sunday, which is Saturday for some of you guys, Saturday evening, I'll most likely be starting the hour earlier for you guys. Check my schedule page just to make sure. But unless you guys are coming out of daylight savings,
Get ready to turn left.
I'm going into daylight savings this Saturday, which means I lose an hour's sleep. So fantastic. And which means I'll be starting an hour earlier than I normally would for you guys. I should have waited because you were behind me. So, yeah. So basically, whatever the time was for you an hour ago when I started, take another hour off, I think. What is the time for you, Corzi? 9 o'clock?
10.
10? I was going to say 10 and I thought, no, I'll go with 9. So I start normally at 9 o'clock for you, so I'll probably start at 8 o'clock. And you are, what are you again? You're not Pacific, you're
Get ready to turn left.
Eastern.
Eastern. Eastern Standard.
You sure that's the entrance?
It is for, well, it is for me because it's flashing right here for me.
Oh.
That's why I took it instead of going to the next entrance. I saw where it was and the way it was facing.
Well, it's all the way up here. We got back in.
Am I in your way?
Nah, I
Nah.
got it back this way.
Already knew the answer before you said it because I realised that if I just look over to my right, I can see where you are. While I'm waiting for Corzi to deliver, I'm going to find out what I've... Get rid of that. I don't need to have a loan. I won't. I'll just save up. Actually, what is my driver situation this? Minimal. 7 of them, including me. So I'm guessing I've got 7 trucks. And I happen to be the only one driving a Volvo in my company. Ironically, I'm the only one making double figures per day either, in the 1,000 department. Alright, Corzi, find us a job, mate.
Alrighty.
Keep it shortish.
Let's do another external. That'll take forever.
Around 10 hours at the most. I think if we can get as many different deliveries in. Do you want to do World of Trucks as well?
Yeah. I'm looking at the how do you feel about this one? Just under 13 hours going to Nice. Bottom right corner of France.
Yeah, that'll be
Across
nice.
Alrighty.
Let's do that. Does it actually come? It does, straight away.
Oh wow, it's 101 kilometers just to get to the pickup point.
That's fine, we're doing that in the dark anyway. It'll work out for me.
It'll be daylight by the time we get there.
Oh, and I've got to find a mechanics. I just remembered. Probably don't have enough money for it anymore. Only got $4 grand left after paying off the loan.
I think we're going to be going into the city proper.
It's only a couple of hours anyway before it turns into daylight. And you go. We've got the ads. I've got all the political ads because it's our election this year.
Oh dear.
Next month, I think. Actually. Next month is the elections. Not looking forward to it.
It's scary these days, elections. I used to be into politics. These days it's like I feel like if the other side wins, it's going to be the end of the world. Yeah, I don't want to get too, deep into the details of it, but
We're all as bad as each other, one way or another. The only problem is I'm pretty sure I know who's going to win this year, which means I'm losing money. Money will be taken from me. Along with other things. I'm guessing the party that will win this year is the one that cares more about the middle class to rich people, unlike the government we got now, which caters more to the poor and medium income household. So when the other one gets in, they take the money from the people who are struggling and give it to the people that aren't really struggling, which is what's going to happen. They've already said so. Basically, with the government we got now, they brought in a thing for all the people like myself who's on disability or unemployed and that. During winter time, your power bill goes up exponentially because you're heating the place, and a lot of people, because of that, didn't heat their place. Kids and all that kind of stuff going through the cold because they can't afford it. You got paid a little extra to help with the power bill. Winter time. It started in May and it ends in the end of this month. Where the other party, which I'm sure is the one who's going to get in, is taking that back away. So anyway, that's enough about that, eh?
yeah. Now, I don't know if they updated the city yet, or if that's yet to come. But this city on the east coast of Italy is going to get a bit of an update because it's going to get a port to connect it to the West Balkans.
Oh, okay. That'd be good to see. Sorry. We're here. Oh, it's already daylight at 6 in the morning. Well, that's good. That'll be a bit right, but yeah. We're in the same spot. No, where's my one?
So we're on the back.
I don't even have a flag for it. Well, maybe it's the same spot because you've just taken off and it's like a Russian doll of cars. There's another lot there. So I'm taking it you're not going to TwitchCon in Vegas? No. Put it this way. The effect it will have if they're going to do exactly what they do is that I really need to have a good following on Twitch. At least for the ad revenue, the very minimum. Mind you, it's an assumption you don't know until it really happens. But yeah, generally in the past with them it's not good. You and take same job. Take job. Which I already did. I did this. I got loads.
Time to get the job done.
Especially with everything. There it is. With the cost of everything at the moment, though. So far in the last month, every week, living on a budget, I've had to up my shopping budget by $10 each week. It's gone up $40 in the last month. And since at the end of this month I lose the power payment, which didn't affect me because I pay a set amount each week, whether it's winter or summer, and they take it over a year. It's called smooth pay. They take it over a year, how much power you use, and then they calculate an average per week, and then they stick with it. And if you don't go too above or below it, they keep it at that. If you start going using a lot more than that, they will adjust it. I'm ready to go. I'll follow you. And so my summer, recently my winter bills have been a lot higher because the last 2 years I've actually had a heater. Before that I couldn't afford a heater. Not just to buy one, but couldn't afford to run one. But it's got to the point where I just went, stuff it, I'll do it. My summer power bill, on the other hand, because I don't use lights, I don't have a TV, and we got sunlight for a lot longer, my power bill over summer's really cheap, to the point I'm always in like $200 to $300 credit by the end of it. Well, not even at the end of it actually, which is sort of good, but they don't give you refunds unless you really push them. I'm just going to pop into the mechanics. Yeah, so because of that, the extra money I get for the power has been really helpful. But even with that, it's become a complete struggle. Now I lose that extra money in October. And probably, as I said, these guys that'll most definitely get in because people actually are sick of the current government. So not that they were bad, they're just yeah. They've been like a Walking Days without a soap opera thing, with a lot of things going on and all that. But I think that's part and parcel of politics these days. It's more not about politics. They've turned themselves into a soap opera drama. So, but yeah. So it's not going to be good. And I don't know. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do, was it? No, I didn't want to do that. I want to put some horns on. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Okay. I don't have the sound fixes. I'll check these out.
Sound fix.
Don't have the sound fixer horn option. That is interesting.
Let's go.
So yeah, like I said, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I sort of get the feeling sometimes that I've got 6 grand. Twitch will be an ending for me at some stage, not because of my own decision, because it'll be forced upon me. And
Turn right.
I enjoy doing this. It's one of the things that helps me. Off you go. For a lot of reasons.
Go straight on.
As a lot of you know, one of the main reasons is mentally it helps me as well. So I do worry about that. I do worry about what will happen.
Go straight on and then turn right.
Because anything happens, for example, if anything happens to my computer, that's it. I won't be able to afford to get another one. Not for a long time. Because I'm still paying this one off. I mean, it's under warranty, so if something should happen to it and the warranty can fix it, that's fine. But if something happens where they like to give you a bit of stick and try and get out of the warranty thing, then yeah. But not all of it is under warranty anymore. So, but we'll just keep on trucking. Yep, I said trucking perfectly. Perfect use of the word, considering the circumstance and the current visualization that you're facing yourself on your screen here with me in a truck. And yeah, see what happens. Keep going until yeah.
Exit now. At the roundabout, take the second exit. Exit now.
You just, on my screen, you just drove right through that barrier. Ghost Trucker. I like that 18 flaming wheels of steel. Which is normally me, isn't it, on ATS. The reason my wheels are flaming is because I put the brakes on because I was about to ram into someone. And the sheer heat. Overheating brake pads. Sets me tyres alight. Oh, what am I doing? I'm speeding, that's what I'm doing, but Actually, is it still at nuts? 5. Tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I just realised I can do this, and it's probably a good idea. Why? Because I thought of it, and I only have good ideas. Never have a bad one. Have ones that don't work out. As far as I'm concerned, it wasn't my fault, so it was still a good idea. Just the execution wasn't done right. But, let me do this. Someone just mentioned that Thanksgiving retail on 70 days coming up. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Thanksgiving's coming up soon. Anyway, check this out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm doing this for 2 reasons. I normally take a break at this time, but since we've just started a delivery, I'm not taking a break. Per se. But I'm going to take my mug off the camera for a while, and the regulars know why. I can do what I do when I'm having a break. And I'm going to give you this lovely view, a better view actually. There it is. Corzi himself. While I go dark. This is Bravo 6 going dark.
If you got a better view of my screen, let's get into King Trash Can and get some scenery going here, shall we?
I actually need to pull on for diesel.
Reroute.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, I just realised that as I saw the gas station, because I turned away from the screen for a second. I'll quickly fill up.
Like that, you got the beach right over there. There's the town, there's Seaside Village.
This is when Jimmy puts his pants on. It's too hot for that, Mike. Why do you think I use the Bravo 6 go dark? Commando voice. Go for it. You shall carry on. Here, let me give you an opening.
Traffic slowing down.
We're going back out the same way we came in, eh?
Thus far, but I think we get off and cut over the center of Italy sometime soon.
That's right. I wasn't quite sure because everything seems a little, you know, colourful and brighter.
It tends to be that way in the daytime.
Because I just realised that, yeah. I'm getting to see all the scenery we didn't get to see as we came in during the night time. Yeah, they do. Your Teslas keep your windscreen clean, Corzi.
Yeah.
Chuck a bit of spray or wipe on them and then let them go. Running out of water as well. Oh well.
Here's our exit here.
The toll booth.
Keep right, and then exit right.
My GPS told me to exit right before yours did.
Right.
Huh.
Sir, you're veering all over the road back there. Yeah, well, saw a dusty spot in the glass, had to waggle the wipers. That was patriarch. I'll straight ahead. Actually had to fully stop for that one. Yep, I'm back. This is nice. It's realising that I can give you a full screen of your point of view. Actually, what I should do is put a little picture of me, like I do with you, in there without the camera. If that situation comes up again.
We've got a nice country road in Italy.
I'm driving out of Italy and I haven't seen a single Lamborghini, Ferrari, Alpha, nothing. Just goes to show you that Top Gear was staged. Oh, look at the scenery. Isn't this nice?
Wow, this is... I don't know if I've ever been this way. I do not trust these turns up here.
I don't think I've ever been this way as well. I'm going to go and crash cam as well.
Tell you.
Little stalker mode. So I can look around. Which is obviously a great idea when you're coming up onto a corner, eh? Turn your camera to look everywhere else but forward.
Oh, what? You've got to be joking.
Oh, really? Train's coming. Chin down the forehead, shine. No. It's just, the problem is it's just naturally like this because how bright I am. That's why my cranium's so big, mate.
Turn left.
We're going on the narrow roads here.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Can't be a second, see if anything's coming. This is a good choice. I like this.
Yeah, definitely want this route.
I miss my sound. My horns, my train horns. Oops, speeding. As you do. Incoming sonar. Oh! Thank you, Mike. Thank you for all the bits, buddy. Went into 5th gear thinking it was 11th. I thought I'd press the button I hadn't. This is beautiful scenery. Let me catch up to old Corzi. Mike there with his rendition of the Hunt for Red October.
Roundabout coming up.
Oh, I just remembered I forgot to, because I redid Windows straight after yesterday's stream. Redid it. I forgot that I haven't uploaded yesterday's stream yet.
Take the second exit. Exit now.
Which was a long one. I didn't finish that until 5 yesterday. In a desperate attempt to finish off the first DLC, so I won't be doing the second DLC. For those who were watching that, happened to be in today's stream, but didn't catch it all yesterday. All of it, maybe missed the end of something. I did manage to finish Sam's story, which I said was a fantastic, one of the best DLCs of a game I've ever played. And I won't be doing the 2 kernels. A, because I don't think it'd be that long anyway, so it would seem... yeah, it is, Pedro. It is in ETS. What was his name? Yeah, I don't think it'd be short because of how big the file was for that DLC anyway. So, I don't want to stream like for half an hour and that. I'm not big on like doing a stream, finishing a game early and then changing over to another one. It's I would if I could edit, if I still had my software, editing software, but I don't, so it just makes it easier for me when I put it up onto YouTube that I just, whatever goes up is one game only, unless it's a planned thing where I'm going to play a few games, which I haven't got to that stage yet. Might do one day, I don't know. So yeah, the Sam one, at least I got that done. That was a lot of fun. That was really, really good. So next week will be that game's replaced, since we did a couple of, well actually we've literally done 4 shooters in a row. We've done the first Metro, second Metro, The Last of Us, and the third Metro game. I'll be playing a game which I'm a bit nervous about and sort of half excited because I don't know exactly what it's about. It's just got old people running amok, as far as I know, and it's called Just Die Already. So we'll be doing that. But I don't even know if it would be actually, I'd find it on Twitch, type it in as a game there in Twitch and it'll actually have it, and it does. Apparently it's got quite a few followers too, so yeah, that'll be interesting to play. It looks fun. I got it free off Epic a long time ago and they had it for free.
Take the first exit.
It looks like it'll be a lot of fun.
Exit now.
But it's not a PG game by any means also, by the looks of it. Just fair warning, but you get the warning now anyway. Because you got to put in the rating for the game. Well, it does it automatically anyway, like
Turn right.
Metro, when I put in Metro, it automatically puts in mature content only, but there's other options like alcohol and drug use involved or stuff like that, so I don't know if I have to do that. But I have actually thought, because technically you're supposed to, I think by law, put the ratings, you know, the R18s or M or PG on my stream. I've been thinking about doing that anyway. Maybe it's just one of those things for if I get, my channel gets any bigger, then I'll do it. Is it raining on you? You got your windscreen wipers on. Because I haven't got any rain at all. Clear blue skies for me. Yeah, I know, yeah. That's the funny thing, isn't it? I mean, I assume Twitch being an American thing, company, by Amazon, all the ratings are based off American standards. And of course a M-rated American thing would be a PG rated down here, and in Australia, and in England as well, right? But that's neither here or there, you know. Because you got to have it, and since I'm contracted with Twitch, my contracts with Twitch, my agreements and all that are with Twitch, I've got to adhere to their policies. And they got to adhere to their the laws in their country where they're based. But I mean, the thing is like, comes up now and it's up to the individual. I have no control over the individual, so if the person is underage of the rating is watching, how I can't be, you know, responsible for that because I have no idea. There's no way for me to police it, is there? Well, ask people, are you old enough? And the people who are not old enough go, yeah. I have no way of knowing. Now it's raining for me. What I did like and not happy about that they got rid of and put this instead, at least when they had the option saying it was for adult audience only,
Keep right and then exit right.
then you used to get that on the screen and have to click to continue.
Exit right.
That was a lot better system. I like that.
Go straight up.
Now it doesn't do that. It just tell you it's rated for mature audiences. The streamer has said that it's rated for mature audiences. Yeah, since I mean, you watch YouTube and I watch people watch movie reactions, and you get some people bleat out certain words that other people wouldn't. And I'm not talking just swear words either. Well, that rain didn't last, did it? So, yeah, and also now, I've noticed now maybe YouTube are doing this automatically when there are swear words now, it mutes it. And it's so regular, I assume that actually YouTube is doing that because they've... Not all of them, so I assume that it's people that have done it as a, yeah, this is a family or kids can watch this because it's family friendly. And forgotten that they've got that setting on, and they probably do it automatically, which is a good thing. Actually, is a really good. I think that's a great feature. If YouTube's added that in, that it automatically goes in and probably got AI filtering because everything's AI now, isn't it? God help us all. The asylums are on the way. The T1000's powering up. I remember watching a video of Schwarzenegger walking down Hollywood streets, all dressed up as the Terminator and going around whipping the Terminator, and he runs into a Terminator impersonator. He says, "I'm the T1000. Arnold, no, you weren't the T1000, buddy. Hate to break it to you, that you don't know your own character you played. You weren't the T1000. No, I picked her up on it. Just me. YouTube not communicating where they draw the line. Well, they do. They have the policies and stuff, don't they? Same with Twitch. It's just like most people like myself haven't read them. Just assuming where the line is. I mean, they don't communicate fully what they've done. They'll just give you an email saying, "Oh, we've updated this." People go, but they don't actually put in the email what they've updated and how important it is to read it. Yeah, I know. I think that decision comes down to how big the YouTuber or the streamer is. I mean, you look at me, right? With The Last of Us. The only person on Twitch that I found that had got VOD muted for the music on The Last of Us, where other people haven't. I still haven't found a person yet that's also been VOD muted for The Last of Us. I need more workers. I'm not making much money at all. How much am I getting for this? 38,000. I wonder how truckers MPs do it. Does anyone know? I stopped going on that when this came out. Convoy mode came out.
As far as I know, there's still people on it. I know of some people who still prefer it to this because they like being online with more people, or they like some of the other features that Truckers MP has.
Yeah, well, I know someone that goes and doesn't do this because it's got traffic.
Yeah.
And that's the main reason I like that. It's one thing I hated about Truckers MP, there wasn't any traffic, especially with ATS, because ATS was so lonely. ETS not so bad, there was a lot more people played Truckers MP on ETS, to the point there was like traffic jams and long waits to take a ferry, where in ATS you drive around for miles without seeing a single soul. When you did, it was only one or two, and the occasional like convoy mode type deal with about 5 or 6 trucks. Yeah, I know what you mean, Patriot, but that's mainly because of the way they do their the setup for the copyright and trying to contest it. Because it's, yeah. Even if it's the first copyright strike, and don't quote me, I'm trying to remember what someone who looked at this, who was a YouTuber, who got stung for copyright in a air simulator game with the wind, the sound of the wind in it, makes you contest it. But what he was doing, you can understand why people don't. They'll contest it and they say, no, we're keeping it. And then if you contest it again or something like that, then you lose again, you can actually lose your channel or something. But I know there's actually quite recently there was someone had the same issue, and they were helped by someone who deals with it all the time, who's very good at dealing with copyright strikes and stuff on YouTube. And apparently this guy got a copyright strike by a company who didn't even own the copyright to that thing. And because if people get copyright, the money, they don't get the money, it goes to the person that did the copyright claim. So there's companies out there that are claiming copyright for things that they don't even own, so they get the money for it. Fortunately, that's what happened to this guy. I can't remember who it was. And now YouTube have got those people who complain's name, so they know when they do it that they're not actually the people that own it, and they can't get away with it anymore. Ringing a bell and FX getting flagged. Yeah, but people, I've seen people just even humming a song, a popular song, get done.
Keep right.
Sing it or hum it.
Exit right. Exit right.
It's interesting. We came this way to get where we where we delivered the last delivery, and yet we've taken a totally different way to get to the same spot, which was nice, because that way was a lot nicer.
We're not in the same spot. This is going to France.
Yeah, but we came along. Yeah, I know, but we went through Italy. Aren't we going through Italy still?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we drove through here on the way to the town. Well, maybe we didn't actually, because it's all yellow on this side, but not yellow on the other side. Maybe I'll take that back. It just looks similar to a certain part.
This is the other side of the country. We came from the north, now we're going west.
No, that bridge and that turn looked good, because when we came to it, I go, oh, I know, this is one bit of this route I do know. And now we come back and I go, yeah, I know this route as well. This route I definitely know. Maybe I've never been through the other one, because it's yellow on both sides now. So I've been this way before. Okay, alright.
That bridge was the one that they did the Genoa Bridge project. They had the event for it.
Yeah. Oh, no, I remember that bridge because my game kept crashing there at one point. For your Romania comment too, I was going to say, Poacher, yeah, the DLC for that came out quite a while ago. Before then, you had to use Roix map mod, which I used to get. The free version, there was a paid version which gave you a little more.
I still recommend Rolex because now it includes Ukraine and a lot of Turkey. So that has expanded quite a bit.
Yeah. That's not the main reason I stopped. The main reason I just got sick of having to update all the maps when they did a change in the game. That's why I only have the Pro mods now. Originally I started when Pro mods came out, and then I got Rush Map to go with it. And that was the only two I used. Oh, and I used Southern Region because it was really good. It was one of the bigger ones where I recommended, and that also had the top of Africa, which they no longer do. Then I went to a ridiculous amount, which is Row X, and the other one they do, which I can't remember, and then I had the Great Stepping Back, the Swedish Islands, Southern Region with Rush Map, with Pro mods, and there might have been a couple others which I've forgotten. Possibly, well, Middle East, which I've still got. There was a whole bunch, which was fun, having all those options, places to go, but it was just a nightmare for when they came out with a new DLC or they updated the game, and you had to wait for all these map mods to update for it. Pro mods is always the one that took the longest, but Pro mods is a good one because it actually has a lot more, covers a lot more area than everywhere else. But Woix was good. Well, actually, all of them were pretty good as well. They were all pretty good. So if I do recommend them, like Corzi said with Roix, I also recommend the other one. Southern Region was pretty good in that. Not as good as it was when it originally was, but as far as I remember, there it goes, right through that barrier again. I don't even know if it's the same guys. I know that the guys didn't end up, because of life and that, getting too busy there. Obviously got older, maybe families, had kids and all that kind of stuff. So they couldn't spend the time on it. I would get Rush Map again, but I just can't find a decent copy or the proper link now, because there's just so many all over the place. So just to make it easier on myself, I just deal with the Pro mods. So I get Pro mods, I get Middle East. They're doing the Great Stepping Back at the moment, but I've scrapped that. I can live without it, and yeah, it's fine. And then I just wait for it to come out and stay with the version of the game or whatever. Like when we've got what's coming out next? You said it before. I can't remember.
West Balkans.
Yeah, West Balkans. When that's coming out, of course I've got to wait for Pro mods to update, which is fine. I won't get the DLC until Pro mods has updated it. It's not a big deal, because I've got enough places to go to as it is, with the competition and everything else, and when it comes out we can easily add that in. Because we've probably used, got a garage in every single country available at the time. We've pretty much done all of the Middle East now. I think there's only 2 or 3 countries left in ETS.
Yeah.
Because we got Estonia last week, I think. So I think what we've got is the Slovakia, Serbia maybe, and one other perhaps left.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, how do you know you're in France? Because you're about to hit a tournament.
That and the 90 km/h speed limit, which I totally ignored. I didn't ignore it, I didn't notice it. There is a difference. One's done on choice, the other one's done by ignorance. Or lack of concentration. know why they have a 90 km/h speed limit in France compared to the rest of the countries with the 80, because that way you can get to their toll booths quicker and they get their money quicker.
Yeah.
The only benefit to the actual road users, you get out of the country quicker. Not true. Because you've got to stop it at the toll booths. It probably takes twice the amount of time. Probably the reason why they actually got the 90 kilometres an hour. Because otherwise everyone would be late for work. Everything will only be open for 2 hours. Because they've got to account for how long it takes them to get to work and back home instead of the, 4 hours they're open for. I'm doing 93 kilometres an hour with the 90 km/h speed limiter. And this is where, for me, World of Trucks is better
and then exit right.
than ATS. Because at least with World of Trucks and ETS, the speed limit is pretty much on the highest you can go anyway in the game. Where in ATS you're stuck with, I think it's 65 miles per hour, isn't it? For World of Trucks. And you can get speed limits up to 80 miles per hour in Texas.
Stop.
So, which makes it even longer. And everything, the problem is with ATS 2, everything is a longer trip because there's less towns in between cities and greater distances between those towns compared to ATS. And that's what really put me off World of Trucks. I just don't understand why they can't have their limited to the speed limit of where you are instead of just one blanket speed limit. I just don't understand it. I get why they have the speed limit for World of Trucks. I totally get why they have the speed limiter. You can't go any faster than a certain speed. But if your truck's allowed to do a certain speed in a certain area, why aren't you allowed to do that in World of Trucks? Because that's what they prevent you to try and do, go over the speed limit, which you can't do anyway. Because if you limit like here with 90 and we've got an 80 km/h speed limit, of course you can go 90. In ATS you've got a speed limit of 45 mile an hour, you can go up to 65 mile an hour. But the problem is you spend more on ATS being able to go over 65 miles an hour. But World of Trucks won't let you match the speed limit. And that's what they should have. They should have a dynamic changing speed limiter. And that should be easier to do too. It just reads what the speed limit is and changes your truck. That must be easier to program. Surely that's easy to program. To code it. Oh, it's 75 mile per hour speed limit here. Right, let's change that, code it so the speed limit changes to that current
Keep right, and then
speed limit at,
right.
The 75 miles an hour.
Turn right.
I mean, that's me. Do people agree or disagree?
Go straight on.
Sounds reasonable.
Because otherwise, why have the speed limits? You might as well just have everything top out at 65.
Turn right. Turn right.
Right, we're turning.
It's all over now.
Again, where I detached the trailer and went flying.
Oh, really? I missed that. Because I was too busy running into the fence, apparently. I'm right in front of where you are. My delivery.
Are you parking over the easy spot? Or...
No, I got to reverse in here next to this other trailer of cars. Ooh, really gotta have to turn this around. Now I'll try and straighten up.
Right over here to the fuel station.
How'd I do on that? Not very good by the looks of it. In fact, my truck's facing the wrong way, I believe. Oh, I suppose not that bad. Could have been worse, I suppose. They need to change, the SCS needs to change this, the way that setting works for when you steering wheel. I've got, just for you guys know what I'm talking about, I've got it set so when I turn my steering wheel, it turns the camera automatically, which is handy for intersections and stuff like that. So if I'm at a set of lights here and I want to turn left, it automatically turns. I don't have to use the mouse and that like this. Hang on, let me get the thing in. If you don't know what it is, so I'm turning, I'm not touching the mouse, and you can see the camera turn to the left, so you can see where you're going, right? Which is the thing I love for that reason, because that's what you do naturally anyway, isn't it? When you're driving in real life, you look into where you want to go. But the problem is it also does it when you're reversing. And it becomes a real hindrance. Because at some point when I'm back in here and I want to see where this thing is, oh, I've already, yeah, because I couldn't see. You can't move the mouse anymore. There's a limit to it, which happened just before. And that's the reason why I've screwed that up, because I can't, it's given me the limit because of the turning of the wheel. Instead of just turning that off, when it goes in reverse, turn that setting off. So you can see it, you can see the camera move, and I'm not doing that with my mouse. And when I first came in, I really screwed this up as well anyway, by myself, doing it by myself as well, quite well. Yeah, and there's a certain point where you just can't see directly behind you. Yeah, mine's done the same thing. To the point that I've just delivered it, and now because it's off, it said it isn't delivered. It came up with a second outline. Let's see if it will do that again. And did it cause any damage, more importantly? Doing it again. Damage 7%. There we go. And then a second thing comes up. So there's an issue there. I wonder if it's a common thing. Might have to look it up, see if it's a common thing. A bit of a bug with Convoy node. So I got 7% damage because of that. I don't even know if is there a mechanics here? I don't even know if the trailer got damaged and I lost. I'm just gonna go to a repair
Let's
shop.
do this.
Lost some money because of it.
Turn right.
I muted because I coughed and I forgot to turn it off, but thankfully, because I was on Discord, I got Discord overlay up on my left screen there, and I looked up and saw that I was muted on Discord, because when I mute the stream it also
Where
mutes
it
Discord. I should look at using a different truck at some stage. It was out of gear. Don't do an ATS on me, ETS. This is when you need to do an ATS on me. Charge me $200 instead of 6,000 euros. 7,000 almost. 7%. It's 1,000 for every percent damage. That's what it is. Right, we'll find another job. I'm not even going to try and do the speeding of the time. It seems to have caused some issues with the netcode. Mind you, we've done it with Corzi before, it hasn't, but I think if we have more than one person it sort of does, but I'm not going to risk it anymore. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, just out of curiosity, I'm going to bring up me antivirus. And if I had any... No. Ever since I got that mod, I have not had a thing come up for Convoy mode. The last one was here, 4-1, and they all came up. If you're confused with what I'm talking about, yesterday when we were doing ATS for the first time ever, once I got onto Convoy mode, my antivirus came up with this site is compromised, and then gives the path of the application, which happens to be, well, yesterday ATS. And that was going on at the beginning and halfway through. And it's also done it today when I first started up ATS, the same thing. I don't know why, and there's only two differences since the last time. It's never done it before, between last time yesterday and today, and one of them was a mod that I downloaded to go with another mod I downloaded from the Steamworks, but I got this mod from the Trucky mods site, and it's done by the same modders because it's for their mod, and it just adds a few extra bits and pieces. But I only have it on ATS. So why would it affect ETS? I don't know. But I got rid of it, and I don't seem to have any issues since. Thus far. Something might happen where it will say otherwise. Let's have a look here. No. I suppose. No. 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 I could change that, but I'm not going to because then I have to put it back next week and I'm getting old and lazy. Maybe? If we haven't got anything else good to take, something different. What are we taking? We're taking cars. What else? What did we take? We took some petrol. Let's find something different. Let's see if there's anything interesting. Like, ooh. Might take that if the distance isn't too bad. Hell yeah. Let's see if Corzi's able to deal with this. He does it to me all the time when I'm doing the competition. Let's see if his truck can handle this thing.
Here we go.
We got one of these.
Yeah. What are you rocking, by the way? I can't see because of the it's dark.
I got the man that we've been, or that I've been driving for the past few Convoy modes. Haven't changed it over yet.
Basically, my plan backfired. In the dark, it looked like a Mitsubishi, to be honest. A Mitsubishi truck.
Go straight on.
Why don't they add those in?
Maybe they're not popular in Europe, I don't know.
Yeah, they're in Europe. I think it's because they're not European-made trucks, and this has been ETS, but it's more about trucking in Europe, isn't it?
Yeah.
I would have thought, but I'm pretty sure they have Isuzus and Mitsubishis. We do. We have them all here. We have American trucks and a mixture. Well, mainly more European trucks, to be honest. Japanese trucks. Actually, there's probably more Japanese trucks. But for the long haul,
Keep left.
that'll be
And then
more
turn
European and American. American trucks is primarily a lot more with hauling logs
Turn
and
left.
scoria type stuff like stone and all that, you know.
Go straight on.
Oh, they don't do semis? Okay, I thought that they did. Yeah, there's quite a oh, it's a Jotaba. Quite a few mechs and Kenworths around here. I've never seen a Peterbilt here, ever. Not saying that they're not, I've just never seen one. But we got mechs and we got Kenworths. Plenty of those. I think I saw a Freightliner for the first time the other day, down here. But you generally see the older trucks, the old American trucks more than anything
Turn
else.
left. Turn left. Turn right.
Oh,
Have
I was reading
arrived
chat.
at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Smooth.
Slowly does it. Slowly does it.
Ready to go.
You're right next to me, are you? I know you're over there picking up the box trailer. Can I take off in 5th? But it's mainly going to be nighttime trucking, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, jeez, that's a long road. So yeah. So you get to see what everything looks like in the dark.
Turn left.
What are we going to say?
It's 36 tons, huh?
Turn right.
Yeah. And the good news is if you topple over, you got something there to lift yourself back up with. Gonna have to take a lot more wider turns with this thing. Well, that looks it. At least you guys watching should be able to get to see a bit more of the scenery than I can because of the settings I've got for the colour and all that saturation and whatnot. Everything's a little brighter.
Whoa. Take that turn a little bit more slowly.
Go straight up.
Yeah, I'm looking at the stream, mate, and I can actually see the sky is a bit lighter. It's absolutely pitch black dark on my screen in the game.
Go straight up.
You can see a little bit more on the stream. But then again, it comes down to, I mean, I've done all that, but it also comes down to your screen and what it can do with the colours and whatnot. But essentially, like, yeah, I did that earlier. I did change it. I might put it back a bit. But even with the GPS, the reds and the yellows are a lot brighter. They're very dull on my screen in the game. So I did change it because I found that the street lamp lights in the cab seemed to be a really weird, totally different colour that was in the game, but I can't remember which one I changed down a bit. But when it wasn't, it was a lot better. Everything was a lot better. I actually wished that what was on OBS, all the coloration, the grass even looked like proper grass colour. And I wish my game looked like that. Here we go, 3 o'clock, here comes the lag. Right on cue, well it's almost up past 3, but it's around that time, it's a 3 o'clock margin, around 3 o'clock, always after 3 o'clock. Holy moly!
What's going on?
That is one unstable trailer. I seriously wasn't expecting that. When we were in the corner.
Did you go sliding?
No, it was just really rocky. Hey, guess what? It's a toll booth.
Never would have guessed that.
Please tell me I can go through these ones. Red lights didn't it? Oh, okay, it's the speed limit. I thought it was an actual... actual, no, you can't go this way. They're like, no! Open up! That is confusing. They need that in a different colour, those speed limits. Because from a distance they're red and you're thinking, oh, I can't go through there. I've lost money somehow. Quite a bit of it. Into that last delivery, I ended up with 60 odd thousand. I haven't filled up yet. Oh, Joe. I think it's going to be very interesting doing 90 kilometers an hour with this thing on the back. I was at $68,000. Euros. I was pretty sure. It was definitely 60 something. Because I was worried about the damage and if I lost money on the deal and everything like that. Oh, and then I went straight after, didn't I? That was the last delivery. Yeah, I had to go and repair. Never mind. Even so, that was 7,000. Maybe I was at 62. Okay. Fair enough. Get my 12th gear handle this way. I don't think it will. Is that camera focus out? Or is it just my eyes? My eyes are getting worse. And time for me to make some trails. Work prep for the evening. Yep. Fair enough, mate. I suppose that's one little thing is on your side after the night you had in the morning. At least you didn't have to get up early in the morning to go to work. You're on the night shifts. So, but as always, Patrio, take it easy, mate. Glad you were here with us. Keeping us company through this travel through the European nation, continent. And have a good one, bud. Don't work too hard, eh? Just work enough to get paid. It's getting very laggy for me. Don't you dare stop, because I ain't stopping. No, 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 thanks you.
Sounded like they really wanted to stop.
No, it wasn't in it. They didn't stop. The barrier just came down and looked like it wasn't going to stop, keep coming down, that's all.
Oh yeah, another toll booth. Now I finally got up to 90.
Yeah, I didn't mention it because I just thought, you know, stating the obvious. In France, you're more surprised that you haven't run into a toll booth. That's the more shocking thing in France. You drive along the realisation, hang on, I haven't stopped to give away some money yet. What's been going on in the last three minutes? Am I still in France?
Keep left.
Keep left. Cadbury chocolate, eh? Had some this morning. Almost run out of it too. We'll get some more tomorrow. That might stop too. It's taken me years to be able to afford to get some treats myself. Then again, for a long time I couldn't eat stuff without getting horrific stomach aches. I think it was down to stress. Now that stress is gone, I seem to be able to eat a bit more than I used to. The only things I can't eat now is eggs. The eggs give me stomach ache, which is a real shame. Because I love me eggs, especially in me potato salads. And I can't have potato salad anymore. Because mayonnaise is made from eggs. I don't know what it is. And I wasn't a fan of eggs. I didn't start eating eggs until my 20s. I used to eat them as a kid and then I went off them. It's like pumpkin. I used to eat that as a kid and I went off it big time. Big time. Eggs I started enjoying again. And when I was a kid, actually, to be honest, I didn't eat the yolk. I only ate the white. Never liked the yolk. Mind you, there's a lot of stuff I never ate as a kid I eat and love now. But yeah, it's been nice to be able to give myself a bit of a treat. And yeah, it was pretty early a conversation about the elections coming up, and I'm pretty sure I know who's going to win. Then that opportunity is going to be taken from me to be able to do that anymore. I'm going to lose out on my chocolate, buy a king-size chocolate bar, and that gets me through the week. Used to buy the bigger one. But because everything's going up, I can only afford the other one, which is fine. It gets me through the week, that's fine. It's half the price. Well, just a little more than half the price. Under half the price, whatever. And 4 bags of potato chips, big bags of potato chips. It's my treats. That's all I can afford. This is now making me hungry. Especially the chocolate. All because of that Cadbury trailer. Got a craving now.
Come on, Betsy. I know it's a little bit uphill. You can do it.
Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Holy moly! I just about tipped over and crashed into a medium barrier.
Oh,
and I wasn't taking that corner that fast. Mind you, I wasn't actually looking at what speed, but it didn't appear to be that fast. So I'd be careful around there. Wherever you are. Where are you?
Just about.
Yeah.
Onto that.
This turn off around here, especially that last bit. Which ironically isn't the most sharpest of turns, that last bit. Coming out of it. It's not the left-hand turn, it was the right-hand turn coming to the straight that almost topped me over. I'm going to wait for you to catch up. I really want the daylight because I'd really like to have a good look at this this cargo we got on here and try and figure out why it's like been on rough seas in a dinghy. No, we've got a Nestle truck next to me. What do you got on there? Oh, damn it. I was waiting for you to catch up. Oh, I can't see.
I'm getting a few graphical glitches here every now and then. Just if I'm going to flash something not where it should be.
Yeah, I think their netcode needs a little bit of work in to accommodate for people. I wonder why it wasn't going any faster. That was at the rev limit for that gear. Especially for people that are a fair distance away from each other.
Truck full of Mars bars in front of me.
Oh, I haven't had Mars bars and lasers. I always like Mars over. We got one called a Moro bar, which is exactly the same, pretty much. We didn't get Mars bars for years and years and years. There's a couple of different types of Mars bar, but the original Mars bar Moro bar is pretty much like the Mars bar, but I prefer the Mars bar. Mars bar's a bit nicer. But there is a Moro bar, different type, Moro Gold. Now that is amazing. What would be my favourite chocolate bar, I wonder, out of all of them that we get down here? What an interesting question I've proposed to myself. And I really don't know, to be honest. My taste changed over time, as I said earlier. Pixie Caramel used to be one of my favourite. Perky Nana.
It's all to do with what I'm in the mood for.
Yeah, but there's a chocolate bar. There's got to be one chocolate bar that no matter what you're always in the mood for because it's that good. And I reckon now that would be my Whittaker's peanut slab, I suppose. That would be it. And then Crunchy? Which probably you guys have no clue what Crunchy is. Chocolate covered hokey pokey. What the heck is hokey pokey? But that's hard to explain to you. You have hokey pokey ice cream. But a crunchy bar is really, really good. But yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, peanut slab. Peanut slab I'll never say no to. It's just so good. Which one day I'll remember to buy these things, ladies and gentlemen, and show you what they look like for you guys that don't get them. Macintosh Toffees was another one, because I was going to show you guys. I just got to remember them. I'll go shopping tomorrow. Hopefully I will remember them, and if I don't, I guarantee I will remember them because I won't be able to afford them. Last week I could have afforded them, and I forgot about them. Because I generally don't go past all that. Oh, actually I do. I walk right past them because the chocolate bar, the fruit nut, Cadbury's fruit nut, king size chocolate bars there, next to all those. And I've got to go past all those candies and sweets, depending what you call them. We call them sweets here. To get to the potato chips. Oh, I forgot about the Bounty Bar. Oh, there'll be another one too. Ooh, one of my favourites. How close are you to... Oh, come on. Oh, you're a bit behind me, aren't you?
A little bit. The Man has a decent engine, but it's not a Volvo. So
Amen to that!
all these toll booths, it's a while to accelerate.
You get to 90 kilometres an hour though, don't you?
I do.
Truck, we're heading into Spain. You know what Spain has that France doesn't? Hot weather. They have toll booths. Almost as many. A long time since we've been into Spain. Spain! Where my headquarters is. Not in this profile, but the competition profile. That's where my headquarters is.
We should be hitting daylight just about at the Spanish border, probably.
Yeah, in an hour's time. 5 o'clock now. Barcelona this way. Through the toll booth.
Keep left.
And if we're in Spain, then we've got to go to the right-hand side. It's the only one we're allowed to go through, isn't it? Oh, looks like we're still in France, though. I'll just slow right down for this. Slowly going through the gears so Corzi can catch up. Just going through the toll booth now. Seems to be brightening up out there. Past my windshield, my windscreen. Don't know where that popped out. We got windshield. They haven't heard that term in donkey's years. That's what we used to call it. Every man in his dog calls it a windshield. Then all of a sudden it became a windscreen.
In the States, it's still windshield most of the time when I hear it.
It's a better thing to call it. It is. It shields you from the. Well, it also screens you from the wind. Does it really? I don't know. The screen really sort of suggests blocking the view, doesn't it? The shield suggests stopping something from getting to you. Spain, Hispaniola.
Yes.
I can see the stars now. Couldn't before because it was really, really dark. There they are. Right, this toll booth, I'll probably have to go to the right. Unless they've changed them. And I missed that memo. Messages. At least I'll be able to get a look at this cargo. Yeah, I do. Have to go to the right.
Big heavy thing.
Through here. Let's have a look at it now. Look at that thing.
Keep left.
It's a bit top heavy, that. Don't know why. Seems like all the weight would be down the bottom. Whoa, 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 whoa. We had an agreement. Me and the car. I agreed to not crush him if he agreed to stop before it got to me.
Did they hold up their end of the bargain?
They did indeed. So did I. Yeah, so I can't figure out why this cargo makes you feel like I said, on rough seas in a dinghy. Actually, probably an inflatable raft would be even better. I am losing money. I've lost almost 10,000 euros.
Beautiful Spanish submarines. Yeah, 10,000 euros. That sounds about right. Driving through France.
Oh, the top, no, 30, oh. No. 10 of them would have cost me 300 euro. We didn't go through 100 of them, which was 3,000. Alright? So I would have had to gone through almost 400 toll booths to lose that 10 grand. Oh, hang on, we already ascertained I lost 7 grand. So since then, I've lost another 2,000 somewhere. Maybe I've had a spate of truck drivers who can't do their job properly and cost me money. Also, I've never been this way as from now. About a kilometre back I've been here before, but apparently I went no further than a kilometre back. And this, if they've redone this area, that's the only thing I can think of as to why it's not yellow anymore. I'll go through that one again because it's free to, well, not free, it's free from stopping. And we're 40 minutes away from our destination, which I think would be perfect actually. Sort of. I was planning to do another delivery, but to be honest, my backside's getting a bit sore sitting on this chair, and I think that might have to do with redoing windows last night.
Yeah, I gotta be somewhere tomorrow anyway, so I think this is going to be the last one for me.
Yeah, I know it sounds funny because I redid windows, but basically I'm on this chair pretty much all day long anyway, and it's getting a bit longer than two. Well, it's not actually. It's probably got 10 years of use out of it. In 2 years I've had it. Maybe 3 years. I'm not sure now. I'll be coming up to 3 years soon, I think. Because the original one I bought broke, so this is the replacement, which is a different brand than that. Because they obviously knew something was wrong with it, because they no longer, by the time it broke, the place I got it from didn't sell that brand of chair, gaming chair anymore. And this one was a little better, but not as comfortable. So normally I spend a few hours away from this chair when I'm having my dinner. I sit and watch some YouTube or something like that, but I'm on my more comfortable couch. It gives my backside a bit of a rest. But because I was doing windows last night, I was eating dinner and that here. And I think that's the reason why, because normally it wouldn't be feeling all this. Well, every now and then it does, I suppose. But yeah, I need to get up and walk about. So this will be the last delivery. It's almost 4 o'clock anyway. I started 10 minutes late. We normally finish about 4:30. Tuesdays I normally try and finish at 4. So, and as we heard, Corzi's got somewhere to be. I miss Pro Mod's version of Barcelona before they brought the DLC out. I mean, Pro Mod's version of Barcelona, well, yeah, it's the same as this one. But their version of it was really good. It was just nicer. I mean, you had palm trees like this, but it was all along driving around the waterfront. And it was just full of these pine trees everywhere. Pine trees? Sorry, palm trees. Everywhere. It was just a lot nicer driving into Barcelona than this one. This one's probably more realistic to how it looks. Being that it is SCS's version compared to ProMod's version, but I thought ProMod's tried to keep it pretty realistic as well. I'll let you go because I need to get into that lane. Dropping this off at the port. It's been shipped to somewhere. They don't trust us to drive it across the water apparently. Oh, that's a tight turn. Well, tight gap to get through. Good luck with that. Get close as I can to that barrier without hitting it, so I don't go over the white line and hit a car coming the other way. Gee, I mustn't hold much. How much? I got 321 litres. Should check it next time to see when I fill it up how many litres this thing holds. Apparently I've got 867 kilometres left in the tank.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. Keep right.
I should have probably had the hazards on. Oh well, the beacons on for this thing we've got on the back here, all this trip. Yeah, I think now when we're just about to drop it off, right?
Keep right.
And actually it would have been a good idea driving through the night with the beacon. At least the beacons would have given us a little bit of extra light for you to see a little, just a smidge more of the scenery. A pixel or two.
You could have seen the beacons. I have never been to this part of the city, as evidenced by the fact that it's all grey.
I think I have. I think this is weird.
At the
No,
roundabout,
no, it's not.
take
I
the
don't know.
first
I can't remember. I'll have to go back to my YouTube channel and watch the replays, the old VODs of the beginning of the competition. See if I've been this way, but it looks very familiar to me though. But I can't see a garage anywhere around here. Mind you,
Keep
Pro mods
right.
might be different.
and then turn right.
Pro mods could be different.
Turn right.
Would you like my little advertising chat towards my YouTube channel? Hey? I thought it was clever. Ain't gonna get you to go there, clearly, but
We are
I'll just
clear.
pretend that it did. Yeah, I have a YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. Just for those that don't know, it's just all my previous streams. That's all it is. They're no longer available on Twitch. So if you're looking for something to watch, head over. You might find something there. Past games I played, all that kind of stuff. The competition between ETS and ATS, how that started, all the mods I used. Everything like that. You can find a link in my about page, or you can type exclamation mark YouTube into chat. That will get you there too. So you never know unless you give it a go. There might be something there for you. There might not. I'm gonna have to look. Alright, I finished on 8. I might be in your way. Let me move. Let me move to a place where we can get together and get into beer. And chill out for the end of the stream. Where you going? Straight ahead where I was?
Yep.
Let's keep an eye out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if he bunny hops. I didn't, even though I did get that second line come up. No, well, went off without a hitch. Well, actually, it got off your hitch without a hitch.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That is interesting. Okay, my map's not changing. I've got it set to my scroll wheel. When I scroll back, my map should be chasing. When I scroll forward, you'll see that the extra mirrors come up and disappear. I wonder if that's got a... Oi, oi.
A little bit, up in your
We're not
distance.
twins. We're not congealed twins, buddy. Not even identical twins. So I'm clearly the more handsome one there. That's why I'm a globetrotter. There we go. Right. That's it. It's 4 o'clock anyway. Perfect. Corzi's got to go somewhere and I need to get my backside off this chair and get it some blood flowing through it apparently. As well as my leg as well. So, there we are. Anyway, I'm going to let Corzi say his goodbyes and then I'll do mine. You know, the usual. So, off you go, Corzi.
Okay, well, thank you once again for having me. It was great fun. And I will be back next week for more trucking.
There we go. Is that not working? No, that one isn't working. Okay. Oh, it does work. I'm having some weird things happening with me app. My app's not working well. With stream apps for some reason. I don't know. No, it's working fine. I simply wouldn't turn that off. Or Discord channel, anyway. Right, okay. Enough rambling on. Alright. A big thank you to everyone who's come along, whether you've been a console here watching this after the fact, either on Twitch VOD or the aforementioned, just earlier on, about 2 seconds ago, mentioned YouTube channel. As I mentioned, the link in the About page and also exclamation mark YouTube in the chat, that aforementioned YouTube channel. Especially Pirate. While we're here, go check him out, ladies and gentlemen. Pirate, if you haven't been to one of his streams, I highly suggest you do. He's an absolute wonderful streamer to watch, especially if you enjoy your geoguesses. There's a link. He also does ATS Convoy modes. He did that yesterday, and Starfield every occasion now. Also No Man's Sky, among others. Don't you, Pirate? So yeah, well worth it. Seriously, really good stream. Cruisy dude to go and watch, and a good little community to be part of as well. Good guys, good people in chat. What else is there? Yeah, Patreon also for keeping company. Mikey keeping company in chat as well, and also for the bits. Thank you very much, buddy. Was there anyone else that came in and said hello? I can't remember. I don't think so. As my neighbour's coming past with a, what sounds like a leaf blower. Okay, alright. We're in spring, not autumn, but sure. Do you. Yeah, that's it for this week. Well, my streaming week, which starts on a Saturday for me, ends on a Tuesday, which Friday for some of you ends on a Monday. So I shall be back on Saturday with the continuation of the competition. Well, first off with ETS. Of course, we left off last week with ATS in the lead, so we'll see how ETS does. We're into the summer mod, so we're saying goodbye to the spring mod right here on the stream for ETS, and we did as we did with ATS yesterday. So we're into the summer mod, and yeah, 4 weeks of that. Now, just to remind you, for ATS on Sunday, my Sunday, Saturday evening for some of you, I shall be starting an hour early because I go into daylight savings. For me, it's the same time. For you, it's not. Because of that, which means I'll lose out on an hour's sleep, so that'll be fun. But I get more sunshine, which is marvellous during summer. It's because we can see the rain for longer. Anyway, no, we're not England. It's true for some parts of the country, actually. Summer's quite bad, especially December and January is mainly rain these days. Ever since 1987, I can tell you that. And I know why in 1987, but I won't get into it. But that's when I noticed the climate change completely. Winters, summers, springs, everything like that. Anyway, let me just cough. Done that. Right, check. And yeah, alright. Also, next week, starting a new game on the Monday, Tuesday, which is, what was it called again? Just Die Already. Which, yeah, like I said, I'm excited and also scared to see what that's all about. Never seen it, just seen little bits of it, well, screenshots and what have you. So, yeah, it's not a PG stream. I'm pretty sure it's almost, could be R, actually. It's definitely an M for I'll meet you there. Next Monday, Tuesday. By the way, check my schedule page out if you want your local times and days and what I'm streaming. That'll give you it. So, you know, So you know that when I say Monday, it might be Sunday night for you. Right, I need to get going because I'm coughing, got a stick on the throat. Cheers with the water. Anyway, that's it for today, as I said. Hopefully I'll see you in the next stream, guys. If I don't, I'll see you whenever I do. Until then, take it easy, look after yourselves, have a good one, enjoy your week, and hopefully I'll see you in the next stream on Saturday, but if I don't, I'll see you at some stage. Till then, take it easy, look after yourselves, and have a good one, and we'll see you later. Bye, guys.